What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the cinema chop shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers when you react. So click the damn link. Now, with that being said, we're here today with a little bit of movie news. The Purge 6, we apparently got some leaks or some a quick synopsis of what the hell the story is going to be about. And you already know your boy Davey from the 80s got your back. Now, apparently, that this movie is going to be kind of diving a little bit more into like race, religion, and sexuality. And looking back at the last Purge movie, the what was it called, the Forever Purge? That movie was cringy as shit because it has some of the most worst dialogue in it. Uh, motherfuckers getting called brownies and shit.
Let me explain. You kill the brownies.
And, you have the overly exaggerated accents. And then you had the first Purge, which had the Klansmen in it. You know what I'm saying? So these movies have been touching on these topics, and honestly, dude, they're done so distastefully. Like, I don't like what they've been doing with these movies. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you before I get too ahead of myself and talking shit about this franchise and how bad it's became over the past years. So, according to the writer and director of the movie, Purge 6 is my way of looking at the country now. I grew up watching Logan's Run and Soylent Green, and John Carpenter and George Romero were socio-political messaging with whose social political messaging was within the films. They were smuggling ideas into the film. So for me, for 6, I was extrapolating on a Discord and taking it to its further as far as you can take that idea of what's going on. I feel in the country and the political landscape. I feel in the country and the political landscape, and it's a broken America. We're remapping the Purge 6 is about the remapping of America based on ideology, sexuality, and religion. So the states are broken down. You have your black state, you have your gay state, you have your white evangelical state, and it's really a broken country. That's what the freaking dude just said. That's what Purge 6 is. It is kind of a broken America down in this remapping, and then they picked one state that purges still, so that's where it takes place. All right, so basically, this is where we're going with this movie now. Honestly, I kind of seen this coming from since the last movie. The last movie kind of gives you glimpses of this ideology being like starting to be sprinkled in this movie. Now, the Purge movies have always been a kind of an idea of class struggle, lower class versus upper class, and then what they're saying is even the upper class isn't really safe from Purge night. And that's what I always thought was really cool about this movie. Like anybody can get it. You know what I mean? It's your opportunity from anybody to just go ahead and just do what you need to do. Upper class, lower class, it don't matter. You're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And then they also talk about how, the rich will probably see this as an opportunity to kind of like, hey, let's go have some fun. Let's just drive around and shoot people, which is probably something that would possibly happen. But I digress. I don't like how this movie has converted itself into being all about political conversations. He's talking about how Romero, how Carpenter, how they sneak these things in and how they're just kind of like small talking points. This man is going full blown, like no lube all the way in. You're making your whole movie about the remapping of America. You're having a gay state, you're having a black state, you're having a white evangelical state, right? And it kind of makes me wonder, like, so what about the rest of the people? You know what I'm saying? Like, so where the Asians at? Where the Hispanics at? Like, they do make up a really big population, right? They are a huge part of the population. Like, where are they located? Where are the Pacific Islanders? Like, where are these people at? And like I said, I don't like the approach that they are going. They're making these movies very cringy. They're making the dialogue that they choose in the movie. Like, somebody got called a brownie, for Christ's sake. It was the most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And then you have people riding around in KKK outfits. Now, look, here's the thing. I do think that if there was a chance or an opportunity, yes, there will be some people, some militant supremacist groups, they would take advantage of this shit. I do believe it. Do I think that it will be such a big thing like that? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that it would take it. They would turn into literally a whole freaking militia to the point where you would take over a whole state. I don't believe it. Like it's dumb as shit. You know, the idea that there are so many white supremacists in the United States that they would just take over a whole fucking country or a whole part of a country is ridiculous, right? I don't really like these movies when they dive too deep into social commentary because what they're doing is they're pushing an agenda. All right. They're using echo chamber dialogue in order to kind of like push a narrative. All right. Here's the problem. No matter which side of the spectrum you lean, if you lean too hard one way or you lean too hard the other way, most likely your vision is completely clouded because you are now basically diluting what is true, that whatever side of the fence you stand on, there's information on that side that could be used. There's information on that side that could be used. The only logical approach will be to stand in the middle and pick and choose the things that you agree with as a person. If you're leaning too far one way or the other, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think that window for like the political turmoil, I think is kind of closing, and I feel like this director's kind of missing. He's missing the time and the place for this type of movie to come out. This movie really would have benefited maybe 4 or 6 years ago. I don't think it's going to do as well as it is as he thinks it's going to do. But I don't really like this kind of stuff being placed, especially in the horror movies. I think it's a reach. I'm not really digging it. But what do you guys think about this? Are you guys interested in hearing about how the United States has been mapped out into three big regions based off of sexuality, religion, and race? You know, how are you feeling about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. And you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Oh yeah, also, this movie will be following the main dude from one of the other. What's that fool's name? The dude that looked like a fake ass Punisher. Him. His character is gonna be the one riding around, so it's gonna be following his character again. And the bad part about it is I really like this character. He was the one that I think he had the son that died, or somebody his son was killed, and then he wanted revenge or whatever. Here's the thing. In all honesty, I like this character. His character was actually pretty cool. So the fact that they're butchering his character is kind of annoying me, but whatever. Anyway, that's all I got. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Don't forget to subscribe on the way out. You are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys have a magnificent day. Adios, homies.